Melinda. Hi, Lori. How are y'all? Okay, let me make sure my internet's working. All right. It looks like it's okay. Let me see here. Melinda, you are hilarious. Yeah, so the sombrero, let me get this pulled back up and then I'll tell you about the sombrero. I had a link pulled up to share with y'all and it disappeared. So I accidentally closed the browser. So let me get that open again. Let me see. There we go. Okay, perfect. Man, my hands are so dry. I have those little skin tags and they hurt really bad. Good evening, Lori. How are you? Melinda, the Jeopardy music. I saw you comment right before I got on here about the Fleetwood Mac, and I love Fleetwood Mac. They're one of my favorite bands. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think it's all up. Okay, I don't want to accidentally close out of the live stream. That'd be bad. Melinda, no, you weren't. I could see your comments. I just wasn't in here yet. My allergies have been bad, and I was in a coughing fit right before I started the live, so I wanted to make sure I was done coughing because I cough really loud. But the sombrero for the thumbnail, that's actually from which meetup was it? I think it was 2 years ago. It was the YouTube family reunion meetup, and we were eating at a Mexican restaurant, and I think Matt Crocker's birthday is 2 days before mine, might be 3 days before mine, and so they had done his birthday the day before, and then they found out it was my birthday like the day later, and so they told the wait staff that it was my birthday, and so they come and they sing happy birthday to you, and they make you wear a big sombrero, and then they take like a plate of whipped cream and smash it in your face. And I forget which one. I don't know if it was Jared or Jason. I think Jason ratted me out, but Jared was in on it too. And so Jared had gone to the bathroom. So when they first came and put the sombrero on my head and sang happy birthday, Jared got back and he's like, I missed it. So then they came back again and sang happy birthday again in Spanish. But they only whipped creamed me in the face one time, so I was grateful for that. But that sombrero was actually really heavy, and it was loose. So if you moved, it rocked around on your head. It was funny, but I think even Matt Payne videoed it, and I was like, "Don't video it," and he videoed it. So he's got a video of them singing "Happy Birthday" to me with that sombrero, and I don't think they have. He has video of them smashing whipped cream in my face, but they might. Hi, Dot. Hey, bro, Backwoods is in here. Sam, how are you? And my husband, James. Speaking of James, he just got back from the grocery store, and he brought these for me. They're acai berries covered in chocolate, and I love them, and he surprised them with me. So he's the best. Melinda, it was really fun. It was a little embarrassing, too, but it was really fun. I'm trying to remember. I felt like it was somebody else's birthday too, but we ate at the same restaurant 2 nights in a row. So the night before they'd gotten Matt, and then the next night they got me. Can y'all see this? Hopefully you can. My friend gave me this as an early birthday present, and it's like 3 by 4 feet. It's massive, and it goes way up there, and it's all different butterflies, and I love it. And then I have part of my wall that I need to put a piece of shiplap in. It's just insulation right now. But I'm sitting in the bed, so if I move and it bounces, it's because I'm sitting on a bed. I just felt like getting cozy for this live chat, so I decided not to do it at my desk. Plus, I can show off my birthday gift. Oh, Sam, that's terrible. Spent the day before my birthday in the ER to find out I have broken my kneecap. That is, I can't imagine how much that must hurt. I hope it heals fast, and happy early birthday. Melinda, James's tooth is still not fixed yet. We've got to get that fixed, but we've been trying to figure out how to take care of that. So right now, it's still not fixed. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody here. I feel like I am. Yeah, Melinda, I know it's terrible. We need to get it fixed soon. I'm hoping this week. I need to do some research on some stuff, but hopefully we'll get him scheduled soon for it. Let's see. Sam says it hurts, but I'm good. I'm glad you're okay as far as you can be. A broken kneecap sounds terrible. So can you walk, or do they have you in like a cast? I don't even know how you'd fix a broken kneecap besides just like not move. I broke my tailbone once, and there's nothing you can do for that except for not move. So let's see here. I'm so excited to show y'all what the live chat's about. I'm trying to figure out if I don't know if I can screen share. I don't know. You can share a live stream. I don't think I can screen share. Aircast. So just like suspend it, or they actually like a cast? I'm not sure what an aircast is. I know through StreamYard you can screen share. I just don't know how you do it with YouTube. And I'm guessing you can't. So that's fun. So hopefully I can show y'all through my phone and it doesn't crash the internet. Sam says, using crutches, I can't stand being down. Ugh, I'm sorry. Yeah, being down is terrible. Oh, Melinda, that sounds terrible. My mom did the same. Her knee shattered like a cookie, had surgery. She's good now. Ow! Y'all are just making me hurt. Sam says immobilizer. Okay, that makes sense. Just keep it in place. Oh, man. Y'all are making me cringe. We got to get off like broken bones. I don't have a strong stomach. I just ate too. Like, that's not going to end well. Oh, my goodness. Let me check my phone. Oh, crap. I just dropped it off the side of the bed. Hold on. I can't reach. Okay. I'm back. Okay. I thought it was somebody messaging for the live, but it wasn't. So let me see if I can pull up what I was going to show y'all. If I can get it to work. Sam says no surgery yet. Fingers crossed on the ortho appointment on the 17th. I hope you get it fixed. I don't know if like you want surgery or you don't, but I hope you get it fixed. That's not good. Okay, let me see here. I don't want to crash the internet, so if y'all lose me, let me know. I think we're good right here, though. So not today and not yesterday, but the 4 or 5 days before that, James and I were laying flooring. So we finally have most of our house floored, which I'm really excited about. But I'm really tired because we've been laying tile, and it's really hard on your back and your knees and your hands putting the putty down and stuff. And so one of the things that we did with only having 390 square feet, we don't have a lot of space. And so part of the plan was always to loft up our bed a little bit, which is great until you drop your phone and it's 3 foot down from the top of the mattress to the floor. So it's hard to get things. When they fall there, you can't just reach them. They're just gone. So when I dropped my phone on the other side of the bed, I had to crawl over there and like climb down between the wall and the bed to get my phone out. Well, I hope you don't have surgery, Sam. I hope you don't have surgery. I've only had one. Well, if you don't count wisdom teeth surgery, I've only had one. But I hope it heals and you don't need surgery. But yeah, so we lifted the bed up, and I love it because James and I are both tall, And so our windows, I think, are close to 4 foot, if not 4 foot off the ground. Like, they're pretty high up. And so before, with the bed lower, like a normal bed height, you couldn't sit in bed and, well, we couldn't sit in bed and see out the windows, but you couldn't see very well. But now that the bed's lofted up, it's almost level. Well, I guess it's like a foot and a half below the window sill, and so you can really see straight out. I'll show y'all. There's the windows. So they're nice and tall. So I can see out, and then I have windows in front of me. I can see out that way and out the side. So I really like it. I really like the bed lofted. Plus, there's a ton of storage, because if you've ever lived in a construction zone, you can't put things away when you don't have cabinets or, closets or anything like that. So we have a lot of stuff that would be put away if we had a finished house, but because we don't have upper cabinets yet, stuff like that, it's just in boxes from our move, and we've had it in the house for a year or almost a year of boxes just in the way. So to be able to get the floor done, lift the bed, and then put stuff under the bed, now we have a lot more working room because it's not in the way. It's under the bed, which is great. Hi, Susie. Hi, Karen. How are y'all doing tonight? I appreciate y'all jumping in here too. But yeah, I would show y'all the floor, but I'll have to post a picture of it. Right now, there's stuff so when we built the subfloor, the plywood we got, I think it's like almost 3/4 inch plywood. It's super thick, and it was supposed to be rated that it could get rained on a couple times and wouldn't cause issues. Well, we lived 2 hours away from where we're building, so we were commuting, and we were gone for like 2 days from the build site, and it wasn't supposed to rain, and it rained, and when it did, we'd already put the subfloor down, and when it rained, it warped the flooring, and so it was really bad. Like, some spots were probably warped 2 inches, so we had to then cut the warping down, like cut the top layer off, and then patch it with patching compound. So we had to adjust for every hole that we cut from the wood warping. So I've been patching it, and I was hoping to patch more today. I might after the live, but so I moved a lot of stuff that was kind of tucked up against the wall onto what we've laid, so that I have room to patch and then get the floor laid. So I'm really excited. It's really nice to have real floor instead of patched plywood, because like you can sweep plywood and keep it clean that way, but you can't mop it. You have to be really careful not to spill anything on it. So I'm really excited to have real floor, because if I spill soap, it's really easy to clean up. So I'm really excited. Plus, I don't like the feel of the plaster on my feet. It's really drying, and so I don't like walking barefoot on it. 12 Stones is in here. Hello, hello. Yes, it is a lot of work. Let's see. I feel like I missed somebody. I guess not. But yeah, I'm really excited to have flooring. We did peel and stick tile since we are on pier and beam. I wanted to do real tile, but just with settling and stuff, it wasn't realistic. Plus, when you build your own house and you don't know what you're doing, the foundation doesn't get quite as perfect as you want. And so we were worried about real tile popping up or cracking. So peel and stick is really nice because it's flexible. It's really easy to put down. We've had really great success with the tile sticking. We painted on like this bond primer stuff and then put the tile down. And then we actually grouted. You can get a flexible grout. And so we did that to give it like a wood plank look, but then it's grouted where it looks like real tile. Man, I got so many of those like cuticle things from the grout is really drying on your hands. I probably should wear gloves, but I didn't. Yes, Melinda, it is really easy to replace. We actually, one didn't get damaged, but I realized after we stuck one down, we hadn't rolled it down yet, but it was the same pattern as one right next to it, and it was late at night and we weren't paying attention, and I was able to easily pop it up. So I'm really excited about it. It's we put flooring in the bathroom before we moved here, and I think we probably might have done it a year and a half ago, and it's been really, really durable. The grout is a lot different to work with than normal grout. Like, I've helped my parents grout their house when they did real tile when they were remodeling, and this stuff dries faster, and it's also way harder to clean up the grout lines as you go. So you kind of have to let it dry and then kind of scrape it off the tiles afterwards. It's weird. It's kind of hard to work with as far as cleaning up the grout lines, but everything else is really easy. And then you can walk on the tile immediately. The grout lines, you can start walking on it in like 12 hours. It's not tacky. And then you're just supposed to wait, I think, 3 days before you move furniture onto it. But we didn't even wait that long because it's been really hot and dry, so we haven't worried about it, and it's held up really well. Karen said she loves a lip balm and the cream in the jar. I'm so glad you love it. I actually really love the lotion. I normally hate lotions, and this recipe I absolutely love, and I use it every day. 12 Stones, have you tried using a wet sponge to wipe off the grout? Yes. We have one of the grout sponges, but it's weird. This stuff's really thin, so as you wipe it, even if you barely touch the grout line, it'll just keep pulling up the grout line. So we might have been going too fast, but I noticed even if I let it set for an hour and then wiped with the grout line, it was still pulling a lot out of the grout. And this, I don't know if it's the epoxy that's in it, but as it dries, it shrinks a lot more than normal grout. So even if you take a little bit up with the sponge, when it dries, it just shrinks anyway. So you really want to keep the grout lines as full as you can, because when it shrinks, it's probably still halfway full. So we just kind of did as good as we could and got as closest to the edges as we could. And then what we've been doing is just going back a couple days later and kind of scraping it up without tearing up the tile. But I love the flooring. I'll post a picture in the community tab. It's really pretty. Lori says, I won't ever use store-bought lotion or soap again. I'm glad you love it. I think my website's on pre-order for lotions and creams right now. I was waiting on the preservative to come in, and I kept getting a notification that it was back-ordered, and I just got it in. So I'm trying to remember if I updated the website or not. I know I made a bunch of lotions for an event I did. What day did I do that? The last weekend of April, I think. I've been doing so many events, I can't keep them straight. But I'm going to be making a lot more probably tomorrow or the next day and listing them. So Melinda says, her either. Yay, I'm glad y'all like the lotion. I really love it too. My favorite is the vanilla. And I actually had a big thing of it, but like I said, this bed is so high, and I want to make floating nightstands for us. And since we just lofted the bed, I don't know. I say lofted, it's 3 foot off the ground. Maybe 2 or 3 days ago, I haven't made anything. So everything's way down on the floor, and so I can't reach it from up here. But I do have a bottle by the bed that I use all the time. Roy says, I have a shop in Bryan. I do not have a shop in Bryan. I used to be in an antique store in Bryan when I lived there, and I've had some people reach out to me about wholesale opportunities, but they haven't purchased anything. So I would love to get into a store in Bryan. I have a lot of clientele still in Bryan College Station. Let's see here. I don't think I missed anybody. But yeah, I'm really excited to get the rest of the house done as far as flooring goes. And then we're going to replace our countertops because the butcher block isn't as durable as we thought. We bought a special sealant for it. It's not epoxy. It's like a marine grade sealant, and it was supposed to be fantastic. Everybody recommended it. I spent a week doing the sealant, and it just has not held up. Even water has damaged it, and it's supposed to be used on boats and stuff, like the exterior part of a boat in the water, and it doesn't work very well. Or perhaps the wood, the butcher block we got from Lowe's wasn't cured all the way, and maybe that's giving it issues. I'm not sure, but I followed the instructions. I did way more coats than they said, and it's still just getting ruined. So we're going to redo the countertops, and then I can really have a full-blown soap shop once all that's done. I'm so excited. Melinda says, "Come to Wichita Falls. I'll be your best customer." Hey, if you find an antique store or a little store that wants a soap vendor, let me know, because I'm totally happy to do that. I thought of you when we were driving to Palo Duro because we had to drive through Wichita Falls. I wish we'd had time to stop. That would have been fun to see you. Let's see. Well, I guess I could go ahead and show y'all what's going on since it's 20 minutes in. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my favorite one. But I talked to y'all, I don't know, it's probably been maybe 2 months now about getting merch. And I officially have merch. So this one, I don't know if you can see well. That one's my favorite. I'll post the link. Actually, I think I already posted the link in the description. So if you look in the description, the first link will be to these t-shirts. And then the second link is to my website. But what's really cool about these t-shirts is there is a hot pink one, a black one with white font. I wish I could screen share. A white one with black font. I should have done this through StreamYard. I know I can share screen through StreamYard. This one's a dark purple. It's really, really pretty. I had to do maroon and white. I was an Aggie. That's when I started my company, so I had to do maroon and white. Then there's this really pretty, like, powder blue. It's not quite powder blue. It's really pretty, though. And then it's kind of it says mint green, but it's more of like a neon-y kind of mint green. The antique sapphire is my favorite. It's a little more teal. You just, again, on the phone, in the camera, is not going to show very well. And I think that's all of them. So there's 8 colors to choose from. And you can get small, medium, large, extra large, or 2X. They're $25 plus shipping. But the really cool thing about this merch is a lot of YouTubers, which I totally get, you got a lot going on. Merch is a whole other thing to deal with. But what I wanted to do with this merch is not only give y'all t-shirts like y'all been wanting, but also help out a small business friend of mine. So I have a good friend, her name's Jessica, and she owns a company called Fields and Lane. And so she's designed all my Soap Lady t-shirts. She's amazing. So I got with her and I designed, I don't know how well you could see it, but it says Brazos Valley Soaps, and then it's like a little kind of circle of bubbles around it, like a little frame. And I sent it to her and I said, hey, could we do a pre-order? So basically it's going to work very similarly to Bonfire. You'll go to the link. I'll share it in the community tab too, but it's also in the description of the video, and the live video. And you pick whatever color you want, whatever size. If you want a couple, that's awesome. And she's going to, I'm not making hardly any money from the shirts. I'm making like $3. And the rest of the money is going to her to support her small business because she's amazing. We did farmers markets for a couple years together in Central Texas, and she's the sweetest person. She's very, very talented. She did, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but I have cooling t-shirts, and she did this really pretty one. It's got 3 pink blue bonnets, and then it says Soap Lady, Brazos Valley Soap Lady, and then it says Brazos Valley Soaps at the top. It's really pretty. I wish I had it. It's packed away somewhere. But she does a really good job. And so I really wanted to support her. So really, when you buy one of these shirts, you're helping me advertise and get my name out there by wearing it. But you're also helping her business grow. And she's only been in business, I think, maybe 2 years. I think she's coming on the 2-year anniversary of her business. So she's amazing. I'm really excited to partner with her. So when you go to the link, sorry, I didn't mean to cover up the camera. I was trying to click. I have a touch screen. I'm trying to click the link. It's you'll go to her website, and it's called fieldsandlane.com, and then you'll see she has Brazos Valley Soaps teas, and then you can choose which of the 8 colors you want, or if you want to go crazy and get one of each color, that's totally up to you. The lighter colors have the black font, and the darker colors have the white font. Let's see. Melinda says, who? James, me, or Rachel? I don't know whose comment that was referring to, but yeah, so I'm really, really excited about the t-shirts. I'm going to be getting an antique sapphire. I think it's really pretty. It's got white font, if I remember right. Let me check. Yes, it has the white, and I like the teal and white combo. And the shirt that she's getting is it's a Gildan shirt, but it's supposed to be really, 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 really soft and comfortable. And from the looks of them, they look like they're really long torso, which is really nice because I'm tall and everything's really short on me. So I'm really excited to have a shirt that's longer. James says Jessica is the best. She really is. She really is. She's been actually working on the shirts for a while, but her family just they own a restaurant that they just opened 3 months ago, maybe, in Teague, Texas, called Closed on Sundays. And so they have been so busy getting their restaurant up and running. She's been a little behind on shirt orders, which is totally fine. I get the small business life, but I asked her yesterday, I said, okay, where are we at? Can we launch these tomorrow? And she said, absolutely. So she worked on the last few yesterday and got them live for me probably about 2:00 today. So it's very, very new. Y'all are the first to hear about it. I'm really excited. Dot, I don't know if I think I said hi to you earlier. I hope I did. Now I'm worried I missed some people. Oh, yeah, you were in here earlier. Okay, that made me panic. I saw Melinda's comment saying hi, Dot. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I told her hi. But yeah, I'm really excited about the t-shirts. I love, love, love the t-shirt she made me. I have 2. One's hot pink and it says Soap Lady. One's blue, says Soap Lady. Then I have the really pretty cooling gear that I wear to markets that she made. And then these. And so I'm hoping if these do well enough this time, then we'll be doing more designs in the future. So that'll be fun. But I really love that it's not going to Bonfire or another big company. I love that she's making money off of it. It's helping her business and her family because she's got 4 daughters. Like, it's helping them achieve their goals. And then I love that y'all want shirts and are walking billboards for my company. That's really cool to me. And so I'm just really excited about them. I'm really, really excited about them. Oh, good, Dot. I'm glad. I thought so, but then, yeah, I don't want to miss anybody. And my live chats are still small, so I can catch everybody as they come in. I've been in some live chats where it just goes so fast. You can't see comments, but I'm not there yet. So I like to make sure I can say hi to everybody. But yeah, so the way that the t-shirt is going to work, she's going to have it open very similar to Bonfire. If you bought on Bonfire before, she's going to have the order open for 3 weeks. So what you need to do is just go on that link. It's her website, Fields and Lane. It's not any kind of scam. It's me working with my friend. And you place your order, and then it's basically a pre-order like Bonfire. So you place the order that you want, and then in 3 weeks from tomorrow, so May 31st, the ordering window will close. And she'll then say, okay, I have 6 of this color and 8 of this color, and she'll figure out all of the ones she needs to order. She'll order them, get the designs made, get the shirts made, and then she'll send them out within 2 weeks of the closing date. So probably mid-June, you'll be getting your shirts. So I'm hoping you'll like them. I really like it. I tried to figure out a design that was fun that people, both men and women, would want to wear. And like, who doesn't like bubbles? So Dot says, my daughter and I loved all the soaps I ordered. Yay! I'm so glad, Dot. Thank y'all so much for the order. Melinda says, I need a cap with "Ask Me About Soap Lady" on the back and have your website. I love that. That would be awesome. I had made hats a while back, like 2 years ago, and they were I thought they were really cool. They were just normal baseball. Some were baseball caps, some were trucker caps, and they had my logo, the two blue bonnets, and it said Brazos Valley Soaps, nourish your skin. And I think I had a dozen or 2 dozen of them, and I sold like 3. I was so sad. They didn't sell. I had a bunch of different colors, and people were like, "Oh, we want hats, and they were really nice. They're really nicely done, embroidered. I worked for an apparel company right out of college, and the lady that does the design for that company for the embroidery, she's won awards. Like, she's really good at making the embroidery look good. And I had those done through her company, and they looked really good. They just didn't sell. So caps are really expensive to have done, even if you have them made through like a big supplier. And I was like, well, they didn't sell, so I'm not gonna order more. Lori says, I really like the design of the shirts. Good. I'm glad. I was trying to figure out how to make it look good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I ended up doing bubble machines at my local events, and everybody smiles. Little kids get excited and they squeal and giggle. And then I see teenagers, they'll act like they're all cool, and they'll see the bubble and they'll walk by and they'll pop one. And then, of course, the parents love the bubbles, because if their kid's screaming and a kid sees bubbles, they start laughing and they calm down. So the parents love it. And then, grandparents, everybody sees little kids running around playing with bubbles. They make everybody smile. So it's really fun doing an event, because everybody's so happy with the bubbles. It makes me happy. And then I'm just smiling the whole day. And it's cool because like everybody looks to see where bubbles are coming from. So having a bubble machine out in my booth, everybody looks over at my booth. So it's actually really good advertising too. So I figured bubbles were a safe bet for the t-shirts. Let's see here. I feel like, I guess there's 9 of y'all. I was going to say the comments seem really slow, but so far the internet's working. I'm going to go ahead and close out the browser. That way we don't have any issues. So I don't have a side table for the bed yet. And my mom gave me one of these it's huge, these foam rollers for stretching and rolling out your back and stuff. And it's the perfect height that if I set it next to the bed, it works as a pretty good side table. So I've been putting my phone there because I can actually reach it. Sam says, do you still have one? Would love to see it. I love hats. I'm trying to think if I do. I don't think I do. My next live, I can show it. I don't mind ordering more. I can do like a pre-order for hats. So if y'all be interested in that sort of thing, I can do it. I think I sold one at one of the YouTube meetups, and then I gave a couple away. And I don't think I have any left besides the one that I have for me, and then the one that my husband has. Lori, they are Gildan, however you want to say it, Gildan brand t-shirts. Let me pull it up. They are, let me see. She told me. It's a unisex fit. So should be longer, which is great. Longer in the torso. She told me, let me pull it up. Okay. She said they are Gildan soft style t-shirts. She said, I've been using them more and more, and customers love them. And so one of the common t-shirt brands that is really soft, they're called Bella Canvas, but they're pretty pricey. And so she said that Gildan made their competition shirt to match what the Bella Canvas soft shirts feel like. And she said that her customers love them as much as the Bella Canvas shirts, that they're just as soft, but they're way cheaper. So that's better for y'all, because if we're not having to pay more per shirt, we can bring the price down. So yeah, it's Gildan. So they're really soft. I've when I worked for an apparel company, the soft shirts were always the best. We had some shirts that were like 100% cotton, and I hated those because they were so scratchy. Let me look up the blend really quick of these shirts. Okay, so these are, it says it's a modern classic fit, taped neck and shoulders, and they have tearaway labels. So if you hate the tag bothering the back of your neck, you can tear it out. And it says they are 100% ring spun cotton, but because of the soft style, they will not be really thick and itchy. There's some that they're 100% cotton, but they're really, really thick. These shouldn't be thick. These should just be really soft and nice. Yeah. It looks like if y'all want to look up the sizing is going to be pretty standard, but let me type in the brand of t-shirts and you can just look at the sizing options online. Gildan soft style t-shirt, and it's the 6'4", 1, 2, 3. Okay, I just put it in the comments of what, sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time, of what the style number for the shirt is. So if you're curious about sizing options, you can type that into Google and it'll pull up the Gildan website, and then you can look at the sizing options. But it's just a standard t-shirt. It's going to be unisex fit, so longer in the torso, a little bit longer in the sleeves, which if you're tall, it's really nice. Hi, Butch. How are you? Lori, yeah, they're not Bella Canvas. Bella Canvas, they're really soft, but they are very narrow and very long. And so I'm like, I have broad shoulders, but I like the way Bella Canvas is long enough for me, but I don't really care for the fit either. So Gildan shirts are like the standard. If you get shirts made from anywhere, they're going to be Gildan. I think the Crocker shooting shirts were Gildan, if I remember correctly. I want to say the ones on Bonfire that most people pick is the Gildan because they're the most effective cost-wise. So pretty much any generic t-shirt you get is pretty much a Gildan. But they're really nice. Let's see here. Butch says, all good up here in Waxahachie. That's good. That's good. Every time I think of Waxahachie now, I think of Miranda Lambert's album. What is it called? It's not Marfa. It's something Marfa. It's not Marfa Lights. I can't remember. I gotta look it up now. Marfa Tapes. That's what it is. Marfa Tapes. So she sings a song about Waxahachie, and I really, really like that album with her and Jack Ingram and John Randall, because my cousin is a guitar builder. Paulus Guitars out of Gainesville, Texas, and he actually built the guitar that Jack Ingram is playing in that album. And so if you look at like the live recordings, I think it's when they sing Geraldine and Jack Ingram's holding a guitar and it has a hole in it. He's played that one for like, I don't know if it's 20 years or getting close to 20 years. And he's played it so much that he's worn a hole in it, and he does not want my cousin to fix it. But it's a Paulus guitar that my cousin made with his company, and it's really cool. So I love being able to hear the guitar that my cousin made in the video. I like the wood wall behind me. Thank you. This is really fancy. I actually got this idea from the Crockers. It's cedar fence planking that we planed it down nice and smooth, and then I whitewashed it. And so it's just cedar fencing. It's way cheaper than shiplap. The only thing about it is when I whitewashed it, I used like a chalky finish paint, and so I don't really like the chalky finish, but the goal is to clear coat on top of it, and then it makes the wood grain pop just a little bit more and tone down that chalkiness, and I really like it like that. But I'm not sure. I don't know where her house is, to be honest. I know she grew up in Longview. My husband's family actually went to church with Miranda Lambert's grandparents in like the Kaufman area. Oh, he just commented that her grandparents went to my church for my entire childhood. Yeah, Longview. Yeah, I thought that's right. My husband says James says she's from Longview. I'm pretty sure that's right. Roy says Lindale. I don't know. She's from East Texas somewhere, and he went to church with her grandparents, which is cool. I know her ex-husband Blake Shelton has a lake house on Lake Texoma, and my uncle's run into him. I think he's run into him on Lake Texoma because my uncle also has a lake house and is always up there. Pretty sure he's run into him, but you can hear Blake Shelton. It's so loud that if he's on the opposite side of the peninsula from where my uncle lives, you can hear it. Let's see. Yeah, but 12 stones, you like my hole in my wall? It's where I need to put one more piece of shiplap in. We actually, so a good friend of ours, actually, it's like our bonus family. So my husband's best friend's dad, that he's known them for like, I don't know, 20 something years. He loaned us his planer for a while. And so that's how we got all of the shiplap in our house done, is he loaned us his planer. But we need to buy one so we can finish out the rest of the house. We were hoping to have it finished before now, but last summer there were a couple hurricanes, and there were also a bunch of tornadoes. And because of that, people's fences got taken out. And so then they bought all the fence planks to build fences, so we didn't have any to build our house. So we had trouble getting fence planking for the shiplap. But now it's in stock. We just got to get a planer because there's no point buying the wood if you can't plane it smooth. 12 Stone says, it's a holy wall. You guys did a great job. Thank you. I'm ready for it to be done. So our house is shaped like a lean-to. So one wall's 10 foot, one wall's 8 foot. So this triangle here, we have to finish that part. We have to do the ceiling. We have to do part of the interior of the bathroom wall, and then the exterior of the bathroom walls need to be done. So like if you look at the bathroom, you can still just see studs, and then it's shiplapped on one side of the studs. Holy moly, Byron. Melinda, that's true. I don't know. I'll show y'all. See, we need to do the ceiling. It's not done either. But that's okay. We're cranking away. It's just hard to run businesses and build a house. It's very, very tough. It's also really tough when you live in it because all your stuff's everywhere. And then every time you want to do a project, you have to move everything out of the way and then everything back. And it's 390 square feet. So it's not like you have a lot of room to move stuff either. Man, I made sourdough bread, and it's sitting on the counter in front of me. And all I want to do is just stop the live chat and go eat bread. I've been waiting on it. I tried it in the bread maker. I got some sourdough starter, and we don't have an oven. And so I tried making it in the air fryer, and everybody said, oh yeah, you can make sourdough in the air fryer. I read a bunch of recipes, but the problem is ours is a cheaper air fryer. And I don't think I let the bread rise enough. And so when I cooked it, it took twice as long to cook, and even still it was a little doughy on the inside. So when you sliced it and you toasted it, it was perfect. But it didn't cook all the way. But then it was really dark on the outside, and it made the crust so tough that you could barely cut through it, which is good for sourdough. But we don't need more broken teeth from eating stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how to cook it. So I've heard you can make it in the bread maker. So I was like, okay, we'll try it in the bread machine, which it seemed to work. It's a little bit doughy, but there's my bread machine is not programmable. So you're supposed to knead it, let it rise, then knead it again, then let it rise for 6 hours. Well, my bread machine, once you hit start, that's it, and it's a 4-hour long process. So I think it rose for maybe an hour. So it didn't get as bubbly as I wanted. James tried it. He said it was good. It was just a little doughy. And there's also settings that you can choose how dark you want your bread to be. You can do light, medium, or dark. And I didn't know that until after I hit start. Well, the problem is you can't change the darkness setting after you've already hit start. And it was already halfway through the cycle. And so I couldn't start it over. So I just went with it. So I think it turned out okay for the first experiment. But I'm trying to figure out how to make it work. I also have a convection microwave oven. So I need to try making sourdough in the convection oven because it's supposed to be the same as an air fryer, but it doesn't cook the same as the air fryer on the foods I've tried. I've tried French fries in the air fryer versus the convection oven, and they cook differently. So far, the worst one I've tried has been the air fryer. The bread machine seems to be good. I think if I could put it on the dark setting, it would be better, which I'm going to try tonight with a second loaf. And then I haven't tried the convection oven, but it's a little tiny microwave. It's like this big. So I don't know if a loaf of bread would even fit in there very well without touching the top and burning. I don't know. We're trying out sourdough. I love sourdough. I used to make sourdough bread when we had our apartment, but it's a learning curve to bake without an oven. So, Melinda, yes, it doesn't leak. So it did at first, and then we got the door put in well, and it doesn't leak anymore. Yeah, and like James said, Grace all-weather underlayment is the best money we put into this house. It's like a rubber tar paper kind of stuff, and you put it on under shingles, or we did metal roofing. And he made me do that because once you stick it down, like, you cannot get it up. And so we actually almost got glued to the roof because you have to peel the backing, and it's maybe 3 foot wide, and then however long strips you cut. And we started peeling the backing. Well, the backing rips. You had to pull the backing off, and somehow our arms got stuck in it. And it's really hard to get off of. It's very sticky, but it works very well to keep water out. Melinda says my grandmother always cut the crust off, so it's all good. Yeah, it's funny because the last loaf I made, which was the first loaf I made without an oven, in the air fryer, it did a really, really good crust, but it was doughy. The bread maker's slightly doughy, and the crust isn't dark. So I could just take that loaf and throw it in the air fryer, and then I think I'd make the crust perfect. But it's a pretty crunchy crust. It just looks like raw bread. It's done. It's just very light. 12 Stone says everyone needs more bread in their life. Absolutely. Butch says there's a sawmill in Wells down the road from y'all. Might give them a look when you're in the market for more cedar planking. Thank you. We'll check that out. Right now, we've been trying to stick with Lowe's just because it's the same stuff that we have on the wall, so the thickness is going to be the same. And obviously, like, for patching a hole like this, we need the same width. And I know a sawmill can cut that down, but I don't want somebody to have to go out of their way to get the exact same thing. So we've just been buying it from Lowe's. Melinda, it's good. It's good stuff. It was kind of pricey. It's one of the most expensive things you can buy if you're doing a roof yourself, but we wanted to make sure that whatever we did, the house wouldn't leak. And so our tall wall is 10 and a half feet, but then we're about 2.5 down. So when you're up there, it's pretty high. You don't want to have to go and redo that all the time. Not to mention, you don't want things just to leak and ruin your stuff. So we did that, and we haven't had any issues. It's been awesome. I don't know if it takes a woman's touch, James. It just was scary. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Hey, Piggy in the house. Howdy, youngin'. How are you? I'm sorry I haven't gotten to join y'all's lives in a long time. It seems like every time I look up, it's Sunday, and I'm like, oh crap, they went live yesterday. I'm trying to think, since March, the first weekend of March, I've had 3 Saturdays off. One we spent at a wedding. One, James's best friend was in from New York City, and we spent it at their family's barbecue. And then the last one, which was this past week, I was supposed to do a market, and it was going to be like 100 degrees, and it was going to be an 8-hour market outside. And I said, yeah, I can't do that. And so I canceled because I didn't want heat stroke. And then instead I laid flooring. So I've had no Saturdays whatsoever. I think it was last week and the week before. I'm like, oh, I need to go live. And then I realized it's already Wednesday and my day I go live has already passed. So I haven't had no track of days. I've just been in survival mode of either working on the house or doing markets. And then everything in between is just chaos. Piggy, yes, I am. But I'm hoping it'll slow down now a little bit. Usually in the summertime, it's too hot for me to do markets, so that'll be really nice. I have one market every month in North Texas inside, which is going to be really, really nice because there's AC inside. And it's in my hometown, so that'll be really fun. Sharon, busy, busy always. Yes, yes. It's funny because when we go on vacation, I can relax with the best of them. But at home, I always book myself really full. And my mother-in-law was going to come visit this week, and we were laying flooring before it started raining because we had to actually move everything outside so we had room to work. And so we told her, we said, hey, we're going to lay flooring until it rains, and then we're going to move the stuff back in. So if you want to come this weekend, that might work because it was supposed to rain. And so I think, was it Friday? I had most of the floor ready to go. And so I told James, I was like, oh, well, we'll just have your mom come out tomorrow. And he goes, you don't give yourself any downtime. Anytime anything gets canceled or you have a free minute, you book it up. And that's true. I'm an extrovert. I like people and I like doing things. So I have a bad habit of just like booking solid. And then I get stressed out because I never have time to relax. But it's my own fault because I didn't give myself time to relax. So Piggy, yes, I need to flip through the replays, but then I just feel sad because like everybody had a good time and I like to be part of it. I have a hard time rewatching lives because I like to be involved versus just watching. I don't mind watching a normal video, but I like to be involved in the lives. Plus then I have a hard time watching the live chat replay and keeping up with the video. Let's see here. Man, it's almost an hour has gone by already. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Oh, yes. Okay, so I am doing a special on my website right now. And let me look at the flyer because I don't want to tell y'all wrong. I think it's $35. Yeah, okay. So now through Mother's Day, which is the 14th, if you spend $35 on my website before tax, you get a free lip balm. If you spend $70 before tax, you get 2 free lip balms. So every increment of $35 that you spend, I will send you a free lip balm. And so I just want to do a promo for Mother's Day. So this is the flyer. So if you see the hot pink free flyer, I did post it to the community tab, Instagram, Facebook, all that. So that's it. So yeah, through the 14th, which is Sunday. So if you order between now and Sunday night and you spend at least $35, you will get a lip balm or 2 or 3, depending on the increments that you buy. So I'm really excited to do a giveaway. I'm really, really, really excited for the shirts since we've been working on that for probably, I don't know, 2 months. Let me see when I'd posted about the shirts. Yeah, March 27th, so a month and a half. So if y'all didn't see, this will work. That's the design. And then depending on what shirt you get, it's going to either be black font or white font. And let me pull up the link again. So again, the way the shirts work, it's very much like Bonfire. You have 3 weeks to order a shirt. It'll be a pre-order. It's through my friend's company called Fields and Lane with Jessica. She's amazing. And then she will close the pre-order on May 31st. So 3 weeks from tomorrow. And then she'll order all the shirts and I don't know if she's doing vinyl or if she's doing heat transfer, but she's getting the designs made. And then within 2 weeks of the close date, which will be, I guess, mid-June, you'll be getting your shirts. So there's a hot pink, there's a black with white font, a white with black font, a really pretty deep purple, maroon, this really pretty powdery blue, a mint, it says mint green, but it's kind of like a neonish mint green, the antique sapphire, which is the one I'm going to get. And they're $25. And like I said, all of the money I'm going to be honest with you, I'm getting $3 per t-shirt. So all of the money for these t-shirts is going to go to help my friend grow her business. Y'all are helping me by promoting my company and wearing Brazos Valley soaps on your shirt. That makes me so happy. And then the money's going to, like I said, most of the money's going to go to her and help her grow her business. So I really wanted to do this in a way that not only helped me, it helped her too. And then, of course, it's the shirts that y'all wanted. So I'm really excited. Yeah, but like my husband, James, said, Bonfire doesn't get most of the money. The money is to 2 small businesses, me, my friend Jessica, a Fields and Lane, and then the rest of the money is just cost of the shirt. So $25 a shirt, which is like standard for Bonfire. Most people, when they make shirts on Bonfire, they charge $25-$30. And then you can, on Bonfire, you can set how much money you want. And most people you're buying a t-shirt from, you get like $2, $3, $5. And then the rest is going to a big corporation. So this time, most of the money is going to 2 small businesses. And then there's a little bit of her product cost to order shirts and stuff like that. So you're really supporting 2 small businesses. Jessica is amazing. You won't regret ordering a shirt, but it's not through my website. It's not through Bonfire. It's through Fields and Lane. So again, the description has the link for her website. I'm also going to be posting the link on my Facebook, Instagram, and the community tab of YouTube, all of that. So you can order t-shirts there. Anytime you order $35 plus through my website for soap, lotion, lip balm, all of that, you get a free lip balm with every $35 that you spend now through Mother's Day. And if you order within the next day or two, I think most of the time it takes about 2 to 3 days for an order to arrive. So if you order like tomorrow, I could probably get something in the mail for a Mother's Day gift. And then if you order after tomorrow, then it might not make it to your mother's house in time for Mother's Day, but even late gifts are still good. So Lori says, your lip balms are the best. I'll have to try and order again. My grandson loves the lip balm too, so I have to hide mine from him. I'm glad you like the lip balms. My favorite is the mint. My mom runs the booth in North Texas for me, and she always says, I want payment in vanilla. So she always gets vanilla lip balm as payment for helping my booth, which is fine. So, but yeah, it's 7 or about 7. So I'm going to let y'all go. But thank y'all so much for joining me on the live chat. I really appreciate it. I hope that y'all order shirts. Again, you have 3 weeks to order shirts. Jessica's amazing, and she's running her small business and her family's restaurant and helping my small business, and she's incredible. So I'm really excited to partner with her and help her business and give y'all shirts. So yeah, thank y'all for joining me. I hope you'll have a good night. I'm going to go eat some sourdough bread with homemade grape jelly because I think we still have some. Lori says he's not a little kid. He's 19. Hey, I mean, that's good. Most teenage guys don't use lip balm and their lips are just chapped all the time. So that's good. I'm glad he likes it. You too, Sharon. Have a good night. I will talk to y'all probably maybe next week. Bye.